Hey. Welcome to a world of laughter, learning, and entertainment. Thank you for choosing our video on Operation Phantom Thunder. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Operation Phantom Thunder began on 16 June 2007, when multinational force Iraq launched major offensive operations against al-Qaeda and other extremist terrorists operating throughout Iraq. Operation Phantom Thunder was a core-level operation, including Operation Arrowhead Ripper in Diyala Province, Operation Marne Torch and Operation Commando Eagle in Babil Province, Operation Fardh al-Qanoon in Baghdad, Operation Alljah in Anbar Province, and continuing Special Forces actions against the Mahdi Army in southern Iraq and against al-Qaeda leadership throughout the country. The operation was one of the biggest military operations in Iraq since the US invasion in 2003. Moving forward, we'll be taking a closer look at background. In mid-October 2006, al-Qaeda announced the creation of Islamic State of Iraq ISI, replacing the Mujahideen Shura Council MSC and its al-Qaeda in Iraq AQI. From January to June 2007, as part of the surge, an additional 5 U.S. brigades arrived in Iraq and were deployed throughout the Baghdad belts in preparation for the upcoming operation. At the same time, U.S. forces launched shaping operations to set the conditions for the operation. On 14 June, the Diyala Operational Command was established, an Iraqi corps-level command allowing coordination between Iraqi security forces throughout Diyala. Now, we shift our focus to the operation, a topic that deserves our attention. US and Iraqi forces launched attacks on Baghdad's northern and southern flanks mid-June to clear out Sunni insurgents, al-Qaeda fighters and Shiite militiamen who had fled the capital and Anbar during the 4-month-old security operation. The US wanted to take advantage of the arrival of the final brigade of 30,000 additional US troops to open the concerted attacks. In this part of the video, we'll be diving deep into Operation Imposing Law and unraveling its profound impact. Operation Imposing Law had already begun on 14 February in an attempt to take back Baghdad, which had come more than 70% under insurgent control. It became part of Phantom Thunder when that operation started, and during the period of Phantom Thunder 311 insurgents, including 26 bombers, were killed in fighting in Baghdad. Get ready for a thought-provoking discussion as we delve into Operation Marne Torch and its impact on our understanding. Operation Marne Torch began on 16 June in the Alljah and Salmon Pack area, conducted by the new multinational Division Central. Alljah, being only 20 kilometers southeast from Baghdad, is a major transit point for insurgent forces in and out of Baghdad. By 14 August 2000, 500 coalition and Iraqi forces had detained more than 5 dozen suspected extremists, destroyed 51 boats, killed 88 terrorists and discovered and destroyed 51 weapons caches. Let's transition to Operation Arrowhead Ripper and uncover its significance. Operation Arrowhead Ripper began on 18 June, when Multinational Division North commenced offensive operations against al-Qaeda positions in Bakba in Diyala Province, where fighting had already been going on for months. The operation started with air assaults under the cover of darkness in Bakba. Heavy street fighting lasted throughout the first day of the operation, mainly in the center of the city and around the main city market. On 22 June, coalition attack helicopters killed 17 al-Qaeda gunmen and the vehicle they were using southwest of Kalis in Diyala Province. By 19 August, at least 227 insurgents had been killed in Bakba. Get ready for a captivating exploration as we unravel the layers of Operation Commando Eagle and their profound significance. Operation Commando Eagle began on 21 June in the Mahmoudiya region southwest of Baghdad, conducted by Multinational Division Central. This region contains the notorious Triangle of Death and was the location where 3 U.S. soldiers were kidnapped in mid-May 2007. The operation resulted in 31 detainees and the seizure of multiple large weapons caches. The operation was described as a mix of helicopter-borne air assaults and Humvee-mounted movements. In this chapter, we'll be shedding light on Operation Alljah and its role in shaping our understanding. Operation Alljah was conducted by multinational forces west. In the western Anbar Province, operations attacked insurgent supply lines and weapons caches, targeting the regions of Fallujah, Karma and Fardh. Commanders of the operation expressed belief that Fallujah would be cleared by August and that the regions of Karma and Fardh would be cleared by July. On 17 June, a raid near Karma killed a known Libyan al-Qaeda fighter and 6 of his aides, and on 21 June 6 al-Qaeda members were killed and 5 were detained during early morning raids also near Karma. On 23 June, a US airstrike killed 5 suspects and destroyed their car bomb near Fallujah. Insurgents also struck back in Fallujah with 2 suicide bombings and an attack on an off-duty policeman that left 4 policemen dead on 22 June. On 29 June, US forces killed a senior al-Qaeda leader east of Fallujah. Abu Abd al-Rahman al-Mosri, an Egyptian, was a veteran of both battles of Fallujah. On 6 July, a raid west of Fallujah resulted in the killing of an al-Qaeda in Iraq battalion commander and 2 of his men and the capture of 2 more insurgents. With the groundwork laid, let's now examine actions taken against the Mahdi Army and its connections to our previous discussions. On 21 June, a joint Iraqi-American operation commenced near Hilla to capture or kill members of Muqtada al-Sadra's Mahdi Army. Iraqi Special Forces raided Sadr City and captured a key insurgent leader on 20 June, along with 2 associates. Now, let's redirect our focus towards additional operations and discover its significance in our narrative. Numerous smaller operations had also been conducted against insurgents, which included attacks on retreating insurgent forces from Baghdad in the town of Khalis and other insurgent targets throughout Diyala Province. In the fighting in Diyala Province, an additional 234 insurgents were killed by 14 August beside those killed in Operation Arrowhead Ripper, mainly in the clashes in and around the town of Khalis. The fiercest of the clashes happened when the US Allied Insurgent Group 1920th Revolution Brigade and al-Qaeda fought a battle at Shween village in Baghdad on 4 July, killing 20 members of al-Qaeda in Iraq. In the next portion, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of Operation Conclusion and examining its broader implications. On 14 August, it was announced that the operation ended. Coalition and Iraqi security forces pushed into areas previously not under their control, and they also ejected insurgent groups from their strongholds in northern Babil, eastern Anbar and Diyala provinces and on the southern outskirts of Baghdad. During the operation, Iraqi and coalition forces conducted intelligence raids against al-Qaeda in Iraq and the Iranian-backed cells nationwide, with a heavy emphasis on cells in Baghdad, Diyala, and central and northern Iraq. Operation Arrowhead Ripper continued for another 5 days until 19 August with more intense street fighting in Baghdad. The operations continued into Operation Phantom Strike. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on military units involved. US forces reported to be involved were Striker Brigade Combat Team, 2nd Infantry Division, 4th Striker Brigade Combat Team, 2nd Infantry Division, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, 1st Cavalry Division, 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 3rd Infantry Division, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, 3rd Infantry Division, 4th Brigade Combat Team, 25th Infantry Division, 25th Combat Aviation Brigade, 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 10th Mountain Division, 13th Marine Expeditionary Unit Regimental Combat Team, 2 Regimental Combat Team, 6 Task Force 88. Iraqi forces reported to be involved West Division, 4th Division, 5th Division, 1st Iraqi National Police Mechanized Brigade. I hope you learned something new today. Let me know what you found most interesting in the comments below.